Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. We are going to be talking about amazing makeup that is available at the drugstore. It's not amazing because it's a low price, like it's just amazing. If you told me these things were high-end, I would believe you. They're that good. I'm going to show you myself applying these products, and I'm going to tell you like 12 of my favorite drugstore products. Let's jump into it. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna share these products with y'all, show you myself using these. I am excited because I wanted to pull some drugstore products that are just really good. Like if you told me these came from Sephora, I would believe you. Drugstore makeup prices have been going up and up and up and up and up, but I think I found some really good stuff, and I don't think anything that I have is over $15. So I'm pleased with myself. Let's start off first with primer. So I didn't try to pull like one from every category or something like that. Maybe we could do that in the future if y'all want, but I did pull my e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I love this primer. I don't know why this is limited edition from e.l.f. I love this. I love this primer. I have this from their first round and it is still good. It has this like watermelon essence to it. I believe it has niacinamide, but it is like ultra sticky base, so it grips onto the makeup so beautiful, but it's also like extra dewy, which I really enjoy sometimes. If my skin needs a little more hydration, if I'm, just like, I could use a little extra moisture. I want my makeup to still last though. This primer is so good. It's back. I'm so happy they brought it back. I really wish they would make this like permanent to the e.l.f. line, but believe me, it is so good and more glowy than their other like gripping primers. We have to talk about this Revlon foundation. This is the Color Stay Long Wear Makeup for combination and oily skin. This is so good. Now, hi, I'm Heather. If you didn't know, I have oily skin and I live in a humid climate. So basically my makeup is being attacked from my skin and from the environment. This Revlon foundation holds on. I can wear this 12 plus hours and it is going to last. It is like matte, but not too matte, more like a skin-like matte, but it's definitely not glowy. So if I ever need extra hydration, I can definitely use my Jelly Pop primer. It's just good, okay? It's just good. They also have one for like combination dry skin, I believe, but like that one I tried, it's fine. This one for oily skin, amazing. When my oil comes through, it comes through in a really beautiful way that just looks like my skin, because I don't mind getting a little glowy halfway into my day as long as my makeup doesn't break up and as long as the oil isn't like just sitting on top of the makeup looking like grease. It just like it wears beautifully and it stays looking like skin. I am in the shade 370. I know this is one of their warm shades. I would love to see them come out with even more shades because I would love more undertones always. But this foundation is so good and I know so many people who love this foundation. Not just me. This one is so, so good. Y'all, I know I have talked about this Makeup Revolution cream contour before, but I feel like it's still slept on. Like, people still sleep on this, and it's so dang good. This is the Goddess Glow Cream Contour and Bronze in the shade Medium is what I have. It has one of those like poofy things, like Charlotte Tilbury-esque, but it's like this beautiful cream contour that is easy to blend. I can use a brush, I can use a sponge, it doesn't matter. I can put it on top of foundation, I can put it under foundation, it doesn't matter. It has this beautiful olivey undertone to this shade specifically that just is not easy to find. And it doesn't matter if I like put it on and blend it right away, or put it on and then I get distracted answering a text or something like that, and then I go back to blending. It doesn't disturb my makeup underneath. It doesn't like lift anything. It doesn't blend away into nothingness. Like, it does what it's supposed to do. And I actually feel like I probably need to order another one of these. So good. I did not know these Moira cream blushes are this good, okay? They sent me some things and I have been testing and trying, and I am just shooketh, shocked at how good the cream blushes are. I am wearing the shade today, Love Heat Cream Blush. I have oily skin, I told y'all, so I can be picky with cream products, but this, like, it is beautiful underneath powder. If I put it on top of my face once it's already set, it still works well. It lasts beautifully on my skin. If I overdo it and put on too much, I'm able to kind of like take a sponge and work it and get the like too much gone. But I can also like just layer it really well if I go in with too little and I want to intensify it. Like, it's just, it's not a hard to use product. It always works no matter what. I love the shades that they have as well. I think they have a lot of pretty shades. I don't have all of them. Maybe I will have to buy all of them because they're that good. I also really like the compact. I know it's this like clear acrylic type of compact. It reminds me of like Tower 28, something like that. I just think it's super easy and sleek, and like, why is everybody and their mom and their dog and their mailman not talking about this? If you've been here for a while, you know my love of the NYX HD Finishing Powder. I have the banana shade. I love this powder. I don't know how many of these I have used up and repurchased. I've got to be on like number 10 by now or something, and I even have a like pan here. This powder, it's a finishing powder. I use it like under my eyes kind of to brighten with this banana shade. I know they make other shades as well, but this is my favorite. When I tell you, it just always works flawlessly. To set everything, yes. But also, if I do feel like I want to touch up throughout the day, I can grab a fluffy brush and I can just like powder in my T-zone, and it looks great. It's so like thin. It's a very thin powder, so it never looks cakey. If I overdo it, I can just like spritz with setting spray, buff my product in. It never gives me like those weird lines, you know, like have you ever powdered and you put the powder on and it like cakes up in your little lines? This powder does not do that. This powder does not do that. I have a pretty big like collection of makeup, I would say. And for me to consistently go back to this powder and use it and repurchase, use it and repurchase, use it and repurchase, it's good. If NYX came out tomorrow and said, this powder is now $30, I would weep, but I would still buy it because it's that good. It's that good. This bronzer from L'Oreal. This bronzer from L'Oreal. I'm pretty sure the year that this launched, it was in my yearly favorites because it is the best drugstore bronzer I've ever used. It's the Infallible 24-hour fresh wear bronzer, soft matte finish, waterproof. Now you might be asking, why do you need a bronzer to be waterproof? Why do you need any makeup to be waterproof? Because it holds up. Waterproof usually means it's going to be long wear. It's going to have some type of resistance against the humidity. Again, I live somewhere where it is very humid. You know, maybe you don't know, but when you walk outside and you feel sticky, the second you walk out your front door, it's humid like that. So when I see a waterproof claim, I'm like, oh, that usually means long wear for me. And this bronzer, like, not only is it long wear, but it doesn't take a lot of work. I put it on, it blends so easily. I never have to think like, is my bronzer gonna look patchy? Is this gonna be hard to blend? Is this gonna grip depending on the foundation or what I have underneath it? it just always works. It always works. It was a favorite years ago. It's a favorite now for a reason. Why didn't anybody hype up these loose pigments from Moira? Now, maybe they did get a bunch of hype, but nobody told me personally, okay? Because these are so beautiful. These are the Starstruck Chrome Loose Powders from Moira, and I am wearing the shade 15 Strobe of Light today. These are so beautiful. I love using this as a highlight. I wore one not too long ago, which was really, really pinky. I used it as like a highlighter blush topper. So insanely gorgeous. I love using these on the face like I am today. Now, they are sparkly, so if you don't like a sparkle highlight, just keep these on the eyes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They have such gorgeous like shades, which I appreciate. It's just something that we don't see a ton from the drugstore, and I love that Moira is bringing these like loose pigments, loose shadows at a drugstore price point that are still super sparkly, super intense. Like, of course I have it sheared out today wearing it as a highlight, but you can pack it on top of a glitter primer, glitter glue, adhesive, and get a really intense look on the eyes. Like, dust it all over your body, like your shoulders, whatever you want to do. These are so good, and they have so many shades. It makes me so happy. Let's talk about eyeliners, because these hard candy liquid liners are not something I ever really had my eye on, but they came out with these in the Wednesday collection. Hard Candy sent me these, and they blew my socks off. They blew me away. They're so good. Like, these are the ones from the Wednesday collection, but I know they have some in their permanent line as well. So these were sent to me. Some of the things I'm talking about today were gifted to me. I would say most of these things I purchased myself, but these liners I love. I thought they would be good because a lot of the things I try from Hard Candy are good, but these are intensely pigmented, which is important to me in a liquid liner. I don't want to have to trace over my liner over and over and over and over again. I want to be able to draw my line and be done, because if I have to go over it multiple times, the chances of me messing up or sneezing or bumping something and getting a non-straight line, they go up. So I need it to be pigmented, and then I need it to last because I have allergies. Like, unfortunately, I am allergic to the outside, like everything. So I will get my eyes to watering, and I need my liner to stay in place. These do that. These are just a few of the shades I have. I have more, but they're so good, and I like that. Like, there's something about the packaging that I like too. Like, it's pleasing to me that it's pointy on the non-liner end and the cap is bigger. I don't know. Also in liners, I know I talked about these recently, so I won't go on too much about them, but the ColourPop Multi-Chrome BFF liners they launched, amazing, phenomenal. They last on the waterline, they are pigmented, and you can see the shift. I love to use these in my waterline, so it's usually this like subtle hint of a multi-chrome, not too in your face, but it kind of takes the look like from this level to the next level, which we're always trying to go to the next level, you know. But the BFF cream gel liners, I like that formula anyways. I definitely think some shades are better than others, but when it comes to the like multi-chrome ones they just launched, every single shade is a win. They are creamy. They don't tug when you put them on, but then they also kind of set down. So again, with my watery eyes, they don't just go away. They stay. They're beautiful. I have seen people do beautiful like liner looks. I have deep set eyes. That work is for naught when I try to do things. Like, it's not showing up on me, okay? I don't have the eye shape for that. But when I see other people do it, it's just so beautiful. But for me, in the waterline, amazing. This setting spray from Catrice. This is the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This is great. I actually emptied one of these and repurchased. And when I repurchased, I purchased the larger size because I'm like, I used one up Obviously, I enjoy this. I need the big size. This is a dewy spray, so it's not oily. Like you can see, I don't look oily on my face, but with the like more skin like matte foundation, and then when I put on my like bronzer and powder and highlight, like I can just use this to kind of like bring life back to the face, kind of like helps everything sink in. It's just really, really good. And for me to use up a setting spray and still want to repurchase it, I think that's a big deal. The mister on this, it's like a strong mist, but it's a very fine mist. So I don't get like smacked in the face with like water droplets, or like, have you ever done that? Your setting spray is running on empty, or maybe you have a spray that's not good and you spray your face and these like droplets hit you and all the makeup's gone there. It's horrifying. I never have that happen with the Catrice. It just melts the makeup into the skin and it stays looking beautiful. Revlon Super Lustrous Lipsticks. I have bought so many of these over the years, like pre-YouTube, pre-social media. I was buying Revlon lipsticks. I still distinctly remember Cherries in the Snow. If you ask me for a beautiful, like creamy red drugstore lipstick, something that is under $10, I'm gonna say Revlon Cherries in the Snow. I feel like that is an iconic shade, and they have other shades that are as amazing as well. I just pulled a few to show y'all because I know they just came out with a bunch of new shades. So Revlon did send me some, but when I tell y'all I have bought so many. Revlon makes such beautiful creamy lipsticks. So I am wearing the shade today, Plum Baby, and it is a like pearl finish. So it has this like sheen to it that to me is like very early 2000s. When I wear this lipstick shade, it takes me back to like almost like high school with the pearl sheen. I'm into it. I love the Revlon lipsticks. I feel like it's such an iconic product and it's such a staple product that sometimes like with all the new, it may get like forgotten a little bit, you know, like, oh, there's something new, there's a new formula, this and that. But that lipstick like continues to be a favorite, like almost like a no thought process lipstick. Like I need something, the Revlon's gonna do what it needs to do. Let's wrap it up with a gloss. These CoverGirl Yummy glosses, so good. So dang good. So I have, what shades do I have? Havana Good Time and Lavender. Gorgeous. They smell yummy. They taste yummy. I'm not gonna lie. I like a little fragrance in my lip product. Like, if you can smell fruity or yummy, like a bakery, I'm into it. These have like a fruity scent and I love, but they also don't feel goopy on the lips. They layer nicely over other products. Sometimes I will just wear this with a lip liner. Sometimes I will just wear this with a lipstick underneath, like today. And they don't create like a thick layer on the lips to where I can't layer them on top of a lipstick. Some glosses do that. Like, all glosses are not created equal, and these are giving me gloss. Again, that like early 2000s type of like gloss, wet looking lip, but in a 2024 formula. Not feeling thick, but looking glossy. And I just really, really like this. I need every single shade. Like, I need to buy more. Whenever I go to my local Walmart, they're sold out. They're sold out. Everything I talk about today, though, I will link down below in the description box for you. I try to link as much as possible there. I would love to know, what are your like drugstore favorites? The things that you feel like maybe people overlook, things that don't get enough hype, or maybe it does get enough hype and you just want to say like, listen, people talk about this product all the time and it's for a good reason. I would love to hear your drugstore recommendations. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy talking about makeup, hanging out with y'all. I hope you enjoyed seeing me like demo these products and hearing why I love them. Let me know if you want to see more like this. Please do subscribe. I have so many videos coming. I did film this eye look. It will be coming ASAP, but at the time that you're watching this, I'm actually headed out of town. So I will get this edited ASAP, and I will see y'all very soon in another video. Bye!